Thank you for organizing this event. My name is Huang. So today I'm going to talk about one of the GRF project I just completed. My research area, I always focus on LGBT mental health. So first of all, I would like to introduce the name of our project, Mentorship. This is to convey our idea of mentorship as two men sailing together on the boat. And if you look at the left part of the boat, it represents the mentee, so the younger person or younger man in our project, and the right part of the boat is the mentor. Let me talk about the rationale of this project first. So studies after studies have shown us that LGBT folks, they are at higher risk for different types of mental health and behavioral health problems, and partly due to, and primarily due to the minority stressors, which include rejection, marginalization, or victimization. And particularly family and peer rejection is very common, very prevalent, and hurtful. So it presents a need for support outside of their family and social circles. But it's even more so in Hong Kong, where we see that family rejection is very, family rejection of LGBT individuals is very prevalent. So I think that in fact, there have been lots of intervention designed to help these populations using CBT or mindfulness-based models. But I believe that, because these stressors are relational, so we need a relational focus and community-based supporting program to help them. Affirmative mentorship. Mentorship is actually came into place a long time ago and has been used to support vulnerable youth. Mentorship can be defined as an affirmative, nurturing, and supportive relationship. And some studies already found that the engagement in mentorship can contribute to sexual minority people's mental health, self-acceptance, sexual identity development, resilience, lower sense of loneliness, and body image acceptance, etc. However, rigorous outcome evaluation and process documentation are still lacking. Another research question I want to answer is that does the outcomes and process of mentorship can vary according to a mentor's sexual orientation. Now imagine that if you have a mentee and you can pair the mentee with either a gay mentor or heterosexual mentor. So I want to investigate whether the sexual orientation of the mentor can play a role in this intervention. So we recruited participants on social medias, and we also even recruit participants at local LGBT events like Pink Dogs. And mentees need to be 18 and between 18 and 25 years old, self-identify as cisgender gay men, and they will express a need to receive guidance on their lives and never join any mentorship program ever. To participate as a mentor, they need to be between 25 and 35 years old, self-identify as cisgender men. They could be either heterosexual or gay men. They need to have a stable mental status and be willing to receive training and supervision over the course of projects. We are particularly careful in the selection of mentors, so we conduct in-person interviews, and we also require them to provide criminal record and also to do the reference check. So this is how we designed the study. We adopted the randomized control trial. So we allocated the participants in total 57 into 3 groups. The arm A, there are 22 participants in the mentees in the arm A. They are matched with sexual minority mentors. And arm B, mentees were paired up with straight mentors. And the arm C, which is the waitlist control arm, they didn't receive a mentorship in the first 6 months. They only received psychoeducation materials, and they also provide research data for us to evaluate. So we use a survey as well as individual interview to collect mixed methods data. We collect survey data at 3 time points, at the baseline, 3 months, and 6 months of the participation. In addition, we randomly selected 15 mentees to join the individual interviews to talk about to share with us their overall experiences in the projects. So this is the sample characteristics. There are lots of information. I just want to highlight that there are no demographic differences across the 3 arms. So here's a quick overview of the results. In conclusion, we didn't find any specific or either superior or different effects of the intervention, which is the mentorship compared with the control group intervention they received. So in terms of anxiety, you can see that we didn't find significant effects. The main effects are not significant, and the interaction effects are not significant either. Depression, the same result, similar results. We didn't find many effects of time, group, and interaction. Internalized negativity, although this outcome decreased over time, but both groups also show the decrease. So we couldn't say that, mentorship produced any stronger effects. Sexual identity development, resilience, and loneliness, it's a little bit disappointed to find this findings. We really couldn't conclude that mentorship in comparison with the control group have any significantly different effects. In addition, we also compared the outcomes between Arm A and Arm B to investigate whether the sexual orientation of the mentor play a role. Again, it doesn't support our hypothesis because the main effects of time and group and the interaction effects are not significant. We even compare their assessment of quality, relationship quality, and the engagement level in the mentorship. Again, we didn't find the significant differences between Arm A and Arm B. So we can say that a mentor's sexual orientation did not necessarily affect the relationship quality and also cannot produce differences in the outcomes. Luckily, we had qualitative data. So many participants still tell us how they have benefits from the participation in the mentorship program. For example, this mentee said that before joining the mentorship, my mentor status was not as good due to the lack of social activity, and I did not have anyone to talk to. So in the meetup, my mentor gave me a very nice impression and started to keep up contact. So the emotional support and companionship I received from the mentorship is reported to be very beneficial for the participant. Mentees also highlight that during the time joining the mentorship program, they had more opportunity to network with other folks in the community. Particularly, this participant said that I used to really want to know how to make more friends in this community, but people I met on dating app did not want to be your friends, but only look for fun or sex. So it was from my mentor that I started to know some LGBT specific organizations that hold activities for us to make friends. Even for the mentee who was paired with heterosexual mentor, they comment that although my mentor is not a member of the LGBT community, he has done everything he could to help me. Also keep in mind that we conduct this project during the COVID-19 pandemic. And that was a time where our opportunity, our networking are seriously constrained. So they really appreciate this project that providing them more opportunity to make friends and receive support within and outside the community. So I think based on the finding, I still believe that the mentoring program does have a promise to enhance sexual minority mentees' mental health and to improve their self-acceptance. Although the quantitative data did not fully support that, mentorship has a stronger effects than the psychoeducation could do. But based on the qualitative interview, participants still express their needs for mentorship, and they talk about many positive experiences in the program. This type of peer and non-professional support intervention is particularly suitable for those who have not come out to their family and friends, and if they really care about the privacy and safety, this type of informal intervention is really preferable for them. So I will suggest that mentorship should be widely delivered to the LGBTQ communities. At the end, I want to talk about some challenges. Keep in mind that the project was conducted during the COVID-19, and that has disrupted the project implementation. So originally, we have lots of important and creative design, but we didn't have the chance to implement them. It also helped. I also have kept thinking that does mentorship lend itself to the randomized control trial design? Why I say that? Because we all know that for RCT, treatment fidelity is very important. And mentorship is not something that we can standardize. We cannot control everything receive similar or the same treatment. So they might already violate the principle of RCT. So I kept questioning, even though when writing the proposal for this project, I proposed to use RCT design, but at the end, I start to question whether the RCT design is still suitable. Contamination may also happen because we cannot control whether the control group participant, they don't have access to mentors in their daily lives. Probably have someone in their family or social circles that can become a mentors for them. So the contamination is not an issue. It's another issue. Relationship go ups and down, so we cannot do anything to keep it standardized or consistent. The selection of outcome indicators may also affect the findings. Even though we found in our qualitative findings, they report the changes in sexual self-efficacy, the sense of connectedness, but we didn't include them in the outcome measurement. So that may explain for our failure to identify the positive effects of mentorship. Also, this is a group of healthy young gay men. We are not sure whether if we can recruit those who are still in closet or they are still afraid of their, they are still feel shameful of their sexual identity, maybe the mentorship can help them more. I got to say that this project is super time and resource intensive, but I'm really glad to be able to complete this project, which is dear to my heart, because I believe my value is that healing and empowerment can come from and should come from interpersonal relationship. So if you are interested, this is the paper we just published recently on American Journal of Community Psychology. Feel free to read them, and thank you for your listening.